No, I already put it in. Hi guys, welcome to Coffee and Colchas. Today, my guest for the day is my daughter Gianni. She's gonna be my guest for the next podcast. We are still trying to figure out the audio, so just bear with us for a minute before we get into the topic of today's podcast for the mystery topic of the day. Yeah, I can't hear you. I would talk, like say something. Ponte el earpiece aquí. Okay, just put it on. Put it on. This is the only way it's gonna work. You're gonna have to like your voice is gonna be louder than usual. So we'll be able to hear you. See how my voice sounds? Okay, so what is your name? Gianni, and how's your day been? It's been okay. So you've been feeling under the weather? All right. So let's get into the topic, guys. The topic of today is trauma. Um, it's a very touchy subject, and it is based of how she kind of grew up and what caused the roots of the trauma, how it was created and all of that. Um, so if you're sensitive to topics like this, just scroll up, or I don't know, you might relate and stuff like that, but um this is gonna be about how her life ended up with trauma and the reasons behind it, and me as a mom, the stuff that I've not done, that I haven't been so great as a mom as I wish I would have been, because I wasn't educated in certain things in life, that I wish that I knew then that I know now. I still have a lot to work on myself, like I always tell you guys, but we're gonna start with her. Okay, Jenny. So, when did you first start? When did you first think that you were experiencing trauma? At what age were you able to tell that this is not normal, or this is normal to me? Y- You're 5 to 6 when you were realizing that um something was not right. And when did you think it was normal for you? Yeah. Okay. So Um, how first I want to say I am sorry. Like I've always told you that I'm sorry of the stuff that I put you through and how I kind of was a problem into stealing your childhood because of my errors and in my like way my lack of education as a parent. And um I did the best that I could with what I knew. And um what what is the most what is the experience that has caused you the most trauma at 5 to 6, like how it started? You remember you're gonna have to speak a little bit loud and clear, and it's okay. Which one do you still carry within you till this day? Because I know you also get your moments of how your brain all of a sudden gets creative with your trauma. Like you know how you said that it started building pictures and an image of you. Um, how has that trauma impacted you in a negative way? And it's okay to cry. It's okay. I cry too. We're all healing and growing. And um put it on mama. And if you feel that we must stop this, we can stop it too. But there's other people that have gone through trauma themselves. And I think we are all learning and growing at the same time. Because like for example, my parents, they went through their trauma, right? And they do not know how to they just know what they know, you know? And then it's my generation where we learn, and we if we want to learn, we get to learn about how to raise our kids, what is trauma, how to heal, how to grow, and all of those things, right? So some of us we get to pass it down to our parents and say, hey, like we have to be an adult, right? Because the way you experience trauma, I experience trauma. And sometimes as a kid, you grow up fast and you have to be an adult, and it's not fair, right? So um 5 to 6, do you what is like one thing that you think that was like really traumatic for you? All right, okay, so let's move on. 6 to 7. 6 to 7. Okay. And do you feel that you can overcome this, the trauma? Because remember what I tell you. What do I tell you always? That life is gonna life. Whether you're with me or not, there's always gonna be a traumatic experience. Maybe not, maybe yes, right? But you're gonna be equipped with the right tools as you grow because you're already gonna know. Okay, so whenever I go through a traumatic experience here, step one, step two, step three, and I can speak to this person, I can voice out. Like there's a lot of stuff um that we can that people can hear our screams, you know? And you already know that I have a disability, right? A mental disability. I'm bipolar schizoaffective. I feel like a lot of people in YouTube, they do not know about that. Um, they just know what they know in the current time. And I feel like a lot of the trauma was because of my disability and it was not taken care of. Um, it is now being taken care of and it's better than what it used to be. And I feel like my daughter is still going through the process of how to speak of her traumatic events, or maybe sometimes we just don't want to step into it, and that's okay too. And do you feel it has caused you a disability, the trauma? So you feel like you were okay and all of a sudden all of this it affected you mentally. And it's obvious. Of course you're gonna of course you're gonna you yeah, because a disability, it's okay. You okay? You need to get up. Try to grab some air. All right, guys. By the way, she is sick, and if you cannot hear our audio, let us know. Hey, Nasir. You okay? You need a napkin? Assistant, are you ready? All right. So sometimes our trauma can cause us to get a certain disability. For example, are you okay with me sharing yours? She was she wasn't born with a disability, but because of the traumatic events that happened in her life, she got a disorder now that is causing her mentally. And I want you guys to know that you're not alone. Um, just as she has gone through trauma, I have gone through trauma as well. And yes, Nasir, she is okay. She's just sick and she has like these cough attacks. So, would you like to tell anything to anybody that is in the younger generation, that you can help out with that has helped you out? A lot of people lack the support. Um, they do not have the support system. Nasir, you have ADHD. Wow. And you created a channel. That's cool. I heard ADHD people are really, really smart. Um, okay, so if you do not have support at home and you're dealing with trauma, try your best to get a school counselor. Get an outside counselor if you can, and use the professional resources to help you out, because family is not going to be able to help you out. Like for example, I caused her trauma. I was caused trauma. We I went through trauma, so it kind of my trauma and the way I was dealing with trauma impacted her life. And it's just been a learning experience as a parent, and ha- and the things that I learned I try to pass down to her. um and remember also, if you're going through trauma, it is not your fault what other people are making you go through. It is based off of their inner work and what they have to fix inside. And remember, it's never your fault. It's never gonna be your fault at all. Um, I know sometimes you also you get like I don't know, like seasonal memories, like they come and go. Like for example, like of your trauma experiences. Like for example, like we're in a specific street, and like for example, I pointed you out that place yesterday. I was like, "Oh, Gianni, remember when we used to come here?" You're like, "Yes," and all of a sudden that it came, it came, it came to your mind that about the milk and stuff like that. Girl. Yeah, okay. Okay. And do you um did that certain moment make you feel sad? Or like were you just going through something during that day that that moment might have caused you sadness? But what is it about that memory that makes you kind of like go back to it? Mhm. Okay. It can also be like the time period, right? Of what you were going through. Maybe that moment was not sad, but maybe it was the time period of the stuff we we were you were going through and I was going through and all of that. And I also feel like a lot of parents do not take accountability of the stuff that they have put their kids through. Um and that is not okay, guys. We have to take accountability in how we are affecting our kids and in hurting them, and we might think certain things are not traumatic for them, but it is. And if you as a parent you need help and guidance, it's also good to ask for help. And it's okay to not just like push it down away like I never did anything wrong. I never did anything wrong. That was okay because we're just trying to push away our wrong, then it's not okay to do that. Um so you are like I always tell you, I am so proud of you and in how you have dealt with life and the experiences you went through and how I raised you and it was not so great of how I was raising you. And shout out to my family, the ones that helped us out during this journey and the ones that keep on helping us out. Thank you for everything. I mean, they help us out when it comes that I need help and they need to be with the family. So that's like a lot. And and that way they can help us, but when it comes to mental therapy, they cannot. They can give us advice, but they cannot fix trauma. Even if you're a professional, you cannot fix your family. Um, so what was I saying? Okay, so yeah, like, oh yeah, I'm very proud of you, mama, because regardless of what you were going through in seasons and stuff like that, of you guys being taken away, you guys being with grandma and grandpa and all of that, like I am very proud of you because you did not let that stop you from you doing great in life. You didn't say like, oh well, my mom, like, you know what, she's doing this, we're not with her anymore, you know what, I'm just gonna throw my life away. Like, you overcame that. You stepped into your power. You started getting good grades. You even had the National Honor Society. That was a lot. And that was it when the world was against you and your sister. And I'm so proud of your sister too, because she also did the y'all did the best with what you had, and it was just little, and you guys weren't like, you guys had um that willpower that many of us can just easily say no, pues that too bad, like that, like it is what it is, like nobody cares about me, like my mom, I don't know what she's going through, or I do know what she's going through, but like I'm already tired of it, and you guys still love me, and you guys still believe in me as your mom, and you guys know that I have a lot of work to do within myself, but I try to give y'all my best, and I ask for help when help is required, and that's the best that I can do as a mom. And also, like, in this freshman year, we went through a hiccup, right? It was a bad one. And you're still like learning how to deal with certain things that can cause you to do stuff that is not okay, right? Um, and that's also part of the trauma. You're I feel like for a moment in time, you were so used to like a lot of kids, they have to be silent because they're afraid. Well, I feel like my kids were like that at some point, and they start developing speech issues. Like they cannot be vocal about what they are really going through because they're scared. They're scared, oh, they're gonna take me away from my parents. Oh, my mom's gonna go through this or this and that, and that is not okay, guys. Like I said, as parents, we need to take accountability. And like for example, I'll take accountability of all my errors. And when she doesn't want to speak and stuff like that, she's still going through the process of learning that it's okay to have a voice. It's okay to say what you're going through. It's okay if your parents were bad at some point, maybe, and we need to let our kids know that their voice is just as important as ours. Um, we do end up making mistakes, and we're always going to keep on making mistakes, and we're going to learn as we grow older and older, and then if lucky, we'll have grandkids, and we'll be able to like take care of them even better because of the stuff that we've learned. uh Excuse me, sorry. But yeah, I feel like my daughter right now, she might not, I don't know. Did you pick up you still have it on? Okay, so like I feel like I've been doing a lot of the talking. Um, but I want to hear you. I want to listen to you. I want to understand you. Like anything. Like do you feel do you feel that I am like I am better than what I used to be as a mom? I sorry. Definitely. Okay. Okay. And do you think that's being helpful to you, or do you think like that part of your your trauma still needs like to be healed and processed through, or I mean, obviously, right? Because I still have to process through a bunch of stuff. So I'm imagining that you too, that there's trauma that you have to process through and heal. Like, even if I'm becoming a better person. It's okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay. You didn't have the support. Okay, so okay, I get it. So okay, if you had the support, but you were not in the right environment because my mind was elsewhere and dad was working, so he couldn't be around or whatever it was, right? But I feel like right now as I don't know. I'm lost. I'm lost for words because I want to hear you. And I'm glad that you're comfortable with this, that we're talking, right? There's nobody here or whatever, but and that you give me the okay to be able to speak about this because there's some people that might need to know that you're not alone. As a parent, you're not alone if you have caused your kids trauma. You're not alone if your kids are going through trauma and you both are trying to heal. Even as an adult, if you both are trying to heal, you guys are not alone. We are both going through a different experience, and we're both learning and growing at the same time, unfortunately, but we do have professional people out there helping us in our relationship as a mom and a daughter and this whole household. So yeah, guys, it is important. It is important to learn, grow, and reach out to others that might not know of these things or that they're just scared of. And you shouldn't be scared because nobody is perfect and no one ever is going to be perfect. But there is lessons to be learned and to grow from. So, um, if you can tell me, if you can go back to being 5 years old and if you wanted to tell me something that you felt that you've held on, or what was it that you would have liked to tell me when you were little? Let's breathe. Let's breathe. What was your cry of help? What was that you wish you could have told me that, hey mom, I'm a big girl. You fell down? Thank you, Pelican. You were scared. And you didn't understand. Did you feel like you were unloved by your mom? Okay, so you felt that you lacked a lot of attention that you needed as a kid. Crazy? Of course. Of course, of course. And I do want to say this. I am glad that I'm able to be aware of when I'm going through a phase in my mental health, in my disability, whatever you want to call it, that I'm going through a phase and I'm able to step out and say, hey, I am not okay. I need to reach for help. My kids need me. I was not aware then. I didn't know what was wrong with me really. Things were just happening like a lot that I thought that everything was normal when it wasn't, and it caused them, it caused them it caused them trauma, like I said. Um but right now as a teenager, as a young woman, because you're already becoming a young woman, you're already 15, right? Uh, do you understand? Do you forgive me? You forgive me? Did you forgive me for not knowing? Okay. And do you forgive me for the current mistakes that I do till today that I'm still trying to recover from? Okay. And do you feel you're still like hurting, or you're healing, you're hurting to heal? Mostly? So there's that little bit of where you just hurt. Okay. Do you have any resentment towards anybody that you felt that you could have been better protected or taken care of, even if it's me? No? So your heart is healing. When we forgive, we heal. Oh no, not again, not the cough attack. So thank you, assistant. What are some ways that you are able to heal from when it comes like not to speaking to the counselor, like other ways that you know how to heal as a kid? What are some other ways where you are able to heal your inner child, that place that that was robbed from you? How do you heal today? Like, how are you able to heal? My girl, it's okay. It's okay. Take your time. Through your mouth. You did. Just a little bit. Yeah. Hi, Jordans. How are you? Uh-huh. For real. Yeah, you were. We were. So, like, just hanging out with your friends heals you. Yeah, I get what you're saying, and that's a lot of people feel like that too, like they go back, "Oh, when I was little, I could never have this," and they buy it when they get older, right? And I know also like watching certain shows, right?
Yeah.
Like certain shows, even if you're like older, you're like watching cartoons or stuff like that, that kind of heals the inner you, right? Like, I don't know. You think that's it for you?
Mostly. Yeah.
Mostly? All right. Okay, so the way that I deal with trauma, guys, as an adult, I do like to spend time with my kids. Sometimes we play races up the stairs. I do watch also like cartoons, anime with them. That's another way that I bond and heal my inner child and heal them too, and how I can. Um, I also like to, you know how you guys, some of you guys get to see me when I'm being creative and stuff like that. There's a lot that I pour into there, even if it's just projecting art and I heal at the same time. Um, I also like to go for walks, so you guys know that. I like time for myself, tuning, like tuning, just tuning into myself and doing nothing. That helps me heal. And the more that I heal, the more that I'm able to release the healing that needs to be released to them. So it's a teamwork, it's a process. It's not just like, oh, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna conquer everything and I'm gonna fix everything because it's not like that. It is a group of people that are willing to put in the work, even if it's imperfectly, but are is still getting it done with along the way. Um, is there anything else that you would like to say to maybe a little kid out there that is probably scared, that can be scared, might go through our videos and see this?
Uh, don't let your past define you.
Mama, you're talking grown. That is not okay. Okay, that's one way. I guess that that has helped her and might help another kid. But if any kid out there is watching, a teenage, a tiny kid, uh, somebody who's transitioning into becoming a teen in high school or as an adult, it is important to get yourself a counselor. If your parents do not cannot, or whichever environment you're in and you cannot get a counselor, go to your school's counselors, get your help, use your voice. You need to understand how important your voice is. Don't let nobody try to silence you, what you're going through, what you're hurting. You need to speak it out because it is not fair for you to be going through all of that and you have to be silent when it's not even your fault. Okay, even if you're a adult and you're being like you're going through some traumatic experiences with other people, you need to voice out. You need to do what you need to do to protect yourself. You guys matter. You matter a lot, and don't let nobody else tell you that or belittle you because as an adult I went through that. They would tell me that I was a nobody, that I like they would just tell me a bunch of stuff. And they tried to make me small and silent me. Um, but that's already in the past. I forgave that person. We've moved on. We're in a better place now. But and that part was healed, so that is all, guys. Don't let nobody silent you, especially if you're going through something like that. So this is it for today's podcast. I feel like my daughter is still, she is new into this, and she's like testing the waters within it, because we are gonna try to make this like a team thing. And sometimes, like right now, pobrecita, like she's kind of sick, so she really doesn't have as much as enthusiasm as she would probably like to be able to speak about a bunch of things that she's probably wanting to, um or like maybe this topic is something that she still needs to go like work on, and I did not force her into this. Don't think that, because I would be a really bad parent if I did that. She said yes, and she said what she needed to say, and and that's it. We will be coming again with another podcast, the second episode. I still do not know when. I'll keep you guys updated. We'll come up with another topic and something where we can all discuss from, and like, and even if we have like different opinions and stuff like that, that's okay. But as long as we come together, and it's okay if we have indifferences. Um, as long as we respect each other. But guys, stay safe. Remember, you're valuable, you're powerful. Don't let nobody take you from you. Bye, peace and love. Stay blessed. Oh, I got it. Okay. Here, you can. Until the other one, guys. Bye. This is just a humble.